Okay, so it should be simple enough to get edge functions for Netlify working both locally and then deployed. But let's just step through the steps that are in the instructions just to make sure nothing's been missed along the way. I'm going to just use the example that's in the create an edge function. So I'm sorry, I'm in the edge function sections of the docs in getting started. And here the create an edge function example. I'm just going to use this boilerplate kind of hello world example in a new project, start from nothing. The only thing I've got is Netlify CLI installed globally. So here I am in a blank directory. Let's just make sure, what version are we on? I think it's 17.21. I'm on 17.21.1. It's quite actively in development as the Netlify CLI, but you shouldn't expect any breaking changes. It's just continuous iteration there. But 17.21 is the latest one. I'm just going to make a new directory here. An edge functions directory, and we'll open that up just as an experiment. Let me get that in good shape so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is empty. There's nothing here at all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder. In fact, I'm going to create this file, this file over here. I'm going to create it in the location. In fact, I'm just going to cheat and copy and paste this. So let's make a new file. That's the path. There it is. And then I will just dismiss those. Boop. A couple of things to set up for my environment, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take this example here and pop that. Oops. So then I'm just going to take this code here, this little example hello world code, and paste that in. So we're not going to need a TOML file for this to tell us how to reach this this edge function. You can certainly do that, but with the config object here, you can set the path that will resolve to this edge function. So any request to /test should hit this edge function. We should get the hello world. What do we need then locally to be able to actually run that? Because we don't have the edge function environment set up. Well, the CLI should give that for us. So let's have a look at test locally. And it does indeed say, install it globally with this npm command, which I've done already, which should give us access to Netlify dev. So let's do that. First of all, I should saving the file. I've learned is an area that I often fall down. But let's just run Netlify dev now, which shouldn't be necessary to run a build. So this will bootstrap the environment for us. We should see, up here we've seen it's created the kind of this hidden .netlify root folder in our project folder with all the bootstrapping for the blob store, edge functions handling, and all the rest of it. Here we've only got an edge function, and it started a server for us, which is running there. We've got no other files in our project, so it's not going to serve as anything. But it should be that if we run hit test, hello world. Okay, so this is working. So those are the steps that should be necessary. So if this isn't working in this way, then something's amiss along the way. Maybe to do with the environment. I'm not quite sure. But this is a good place to start. So just as a way of visually seeing the steps one by one, fingers crossed this matches what you're doing, and if not, might have to go a bit deeper. Okay, fingers crossed.